All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on from that. The biggest news, this happened the day after we recorded. Tessa Blanchard has been not only stripped of the Impact Heavyweight Championship, she's been fired from Impact Wrestling. You know, the reports were going around that she was supposed to send in promos because she wasn't at the tapings due to the fact that she does live in Mexico with her fiance. I think it's Daga. I think he wrestles for the company as well. And yeah, she just didn't do him. Like, I'm not going to do it, brother. She pulled a Hogan. And yeah, so she's been stripped in from the title and fired. And now, this really puts a damper on Slammiversary's main event. It's supposed to be a five-way. Her, Eddie Edwards, Ace Austin, Hernandez, and Michael Elgin for the Impact World title. Now that Elgin's been gone from the company due to the sexual allegations that surrounded him, and now that Tessa's been fired, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen at Slammiversary. Brandon, thoughts on Tessa being fired and stripped of the title?
Well, Tessa has had a long history of maybe not being the best person in the world. I mean, like the day or two before she was supposed to win the men's world title, there was all these allegations of bullying and racial slurs being used. And Tessa, I mean, the reason she's not in WWE, it seems as though, was because she had an attitude and was not liked well backstage. I mean, she was in the Mae Young Classic. She impressed. I thought, her and Rhea Ripley were going to be the two stars coming out of that thing, and they're going to go on and do big things in WWE. Now, Rhea Ripley, she's been doing okay things right now. We're not going to talk about what she did with Robert Stone and Aaliyah yesterday on NXT, but Tessa Blanchard, I mean, honestly, she's probably the best North American women's wrestler in the world right now, especially since Becky is out on maternity leave. But it's just the backstage politics and her attitude and everything surrounding her. And I mean, we kind of see this in sports in general, where you have a fantastic athlete, but sometimes, like, you can maybe say she's Antonio Brown. She's a fantastic athlete, maybe one of the best in the world, but just everything behind the scenes is a little too much to deal with. Rumor has it that AEW isn't really interested. WWE sending out feelers. Maybe that's the place she's going to go, but who really knows at this point?
Yeah, I mean, you have to look at it. AEW, they could use her. They could definitely use her for their women's division, but that probably won't happen. I mean, her dad's there. You never know. And with the backstage politics and her behavior, I just found out about this when we did that podcast. When all those rumors and allegations came out about her attitude. Apparently, this has been going on for a couple of years. I had no idea, but she probably was like, "Hey, my dad's a horseman. I don't need to do this ish," and that's quite a possibility. And then it appears that Impact has gotten their championship back. I know I said on In the Click, go listen to that episode, The New Hope. I said that she was going to pull a Shawn before WrestleMania 10. They weren't going to get that belt back, but either they actually got it back from her or they had a spare ready to go. WWE putting out feelers, that's a possibility, but where else can she really go? I don't see her going to NWA because they're in a big problem with Dave Lagana being gone, and Marty Bell and Allison Kay. They are two of the women who had problems with Tessa behind the scenes in Stardom and other promotions. And Wow is done, so she can't go there. I don't know when Shimmer's gonna start back up, so maybe she can go there. So it's very interesting. I think the only two. I mean, no, she could dabble in Mexico because Mexico they don't care about politics. I mean, you see Sexy Star is still working after there's video of her literally breaking somebody's arm, like breaking their arm in a match. So there is other work for Tessa to do. If it's not here in North America, then she can just make a career in Mexico.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Philip, but Mexico is in
I
North America.
I realized that after I said it. If she can't make a career here in the States, she can just go down in Mexico.
There you go. I mean, if she can't find work in North America, maybe she can go to Japan, which is not in North America, and has a pretty good women's scene over there.
I mean, but given what's happened over there with her in Japan, who knows if they'd actually welcome her back?
Maybe she goes to the UK if the UK
Oh,
wrestling scene is even a thing anymore.
she could revitalize that damn thing. You feels me? You feels me? Yeah, it's unfortunate an attitude problem. Like she's my age, bro. Like she's 24. Like what are you doing? Like, look, your father's a horseman. Yes, absolutely. You're immensely talented, and to have all the success you've achieved at that young, that's unbelievable. But you don't have to. You don't have to be you don't have to have an attitude problem. Charlotte's dad is a horseman. We don't hear about her having attitude problems. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I hope Tessa goes to AEW just because the women's division needs it, but I think the more likely outcome is her going to WWE, and I think maybe her going to WWE and she realizes like, okay, maybe this is like my last chance, even though she is so young, that if she wants to make it in the big time, quote unquote, that she needs to kind of straighten up. But I mean, she's 24. You would think at 24 and how long she's been in the business by this point, she would know not to do stuff like that. But sometimes when you're that damn good, you think you can get away with everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and like I want to see her versus Charlotte. I want to see her versus Becky whenever Becky comes back. I want to see Tessa versus Asuka, Tessa versus Sasha, Tessa versus the Baby Bailey. I want to see all that stuff. So you know, maybe WWE can swoop her up. And the physical stature of her versus Rhea Ripley, I'm like, okay, yes sir, I want to see that. I think that'd be dope. So, Tessa, baby girl, listen to you, boy. Get your act together. Come on now. You're too damn talented to be wasted away. We'll be here 10 years from now. Hey, yo, do you remember, homegirl, she won a men's world title, Tessa Blanchard. Whatever happened to her? Oh, dude, her career was over at 24. She had an attitude problem. Oh, damn. That's too bad. Think about what she could have been, you know? I don't want to have those conversations 10 years from now, you know? Get your act together. You can do better. You're too damn talented to let it waste away. All right. All right. Hell, Sean got his act together. You can too. And what Sean did was far worse. Come on, Tessa. Stop playing. Stop playing.